Oh, hey,
I
hi,
feel
hello, we're here. Welcome on in. Thank you guys so much for coming and joining us this evening. We had all the devil babies that were causing issues, and also people, jobs who think they run them like the corporations we fight against. So get out of here with that garbage. But we're going to go around the room, introduce who are in playing. Yes, I know the camera's a little off. We are in the process of waiting for our one and only Warren to come back and join us. So once that does, it should fix the screen. But until then, we're going to go around the room and we'll start with Ian.
hey, I am Ian. I am playing Cat 9, the Dryad Technomancer. And it's a good thing that we're headed back into old Seattle right about now because I'm getting dangerously close to a composure check being away from my garden so damn long.
Yeah, you still got a couple days, so you actually might get pretty close to that composure check. Um, Next up, we got Matt.
Hey, that's me. I play Zan, a human magician who focuses on summoning. I say that because we found out their spell casting is, kind of not great, and the other thing is just non-existent to them. So that's what I bring to the table.
Next up, we have Travis.
I am Travis. I play Janky. Janky is hacker.
S-
Hacker.
Smooth.
I like
Janky has guns. Janky doesn't shoot guns. Janky also doesn't talk like this, but I just wanted to get the information out there as fast as possible.
I like that tone and cadence.
Last
Should
but
that
not,
be Janky from now on?
I hope not.
Janky sets up gun platform. Janky shoots big gun.
Yikes.
Janky does a
He's
drunk.
hurt.
Help.
He's bleeding. Oh no.
That accurately
Oh,
describes what's actually happening right now. Um,
yeah.
but next up, we got JJ.
Hi, I'm missing no. I play a character that used to be a hulking mass of a human being, and now he's a tiny, petite little Asian elf, uh, who does not own a mud truck anymore.
R.I.P. Mud Truck.
Rest in peace.
Sad.
Pour one out for the homie's mud truck.
Someone's got to. Last we left off, it was a bit of a rough encounter for you guys, as there was a ambush as you guys were messing with the looks like a modified drill. As you guys were sort of figuring out exactly what it was doing and what its purpose was, you guys were continuing to look into it, trying to think if you guys think of anything like it before. When out of nowhere, a group of these three armed, three legged individuals with very sharp needle like teeth jumped out of the decrepit buildings that surrounded you. And you were taken by surprise. A few of you guys were bitten, some of you multiple times, but you were able to fight off this infected attack as you guys were able to sort of finally take a breath. You guys are just finishing up that combat. You guys are still within this non-radiated explosive wasteland.
After seeing that dragon pop out of the ground and fly off, I noticed the Great Spirit kind of give me that look while we were still at the end of combat. So I'll go ahead and give him the nod, just let him know it's okay to chase after that if you need to, and then see if I can sense that dragon before it gets away too far.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that as sensing.
Four.
Ooh. So good, I had to leave the table.
I'm gonna go ahead and bump the 4 to a 5, so make it 5 hits.
Ooh, even better. All right. It is angry, ill, awakened. No active magic on it. You have seen, or you have not seen this aura before. Let's see. You got 5 hits. Magic is 9, and essence is 6. And acrodiagnosis HMHVV2.
The dragon has HMHVV2.
That is correct.
Yowza.
Oh shit. What does that even mean?
Probably not
The
something you want to
dragon.
find out.
The dragon is fresh.
But I believe that is all you get to know.
Perfect. And then the spirit, did they go, or did they do anything?
After you gave them a nod, you can feel that they sort of begin to head that direction, not like chasing after them in a fast manner or anything, but they begin to drift off in that direction.
Gotcha. Oh fuck, that's not good. Dragon head back to the city is infected. HMHVV2. Do we know which one that is? Is that vampire, ghoul, banshee?
That is not something that I understand what it would be. I'm gonna matrix search it.
Okay.
Like, to figure out which one that is.
How far away is this dragon?
As of now, as you guys are sort of taking a look quickly, you're looking at probably about 80 meters up and about 40 meters away.
Is there any cover to get behind around?
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple like broken, like destroyed buildings you could crawl into that are around you.
If we haven't already, I would like us to get into cover.
Yeah, it's something you can absolutely do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like I'm like guys. Let's get out of sight.
No, they're flying the other way. I know. All right, fine.
That was 2 hits on the matrix search for HMVV2.
Heard. There is absolutely. The first thing you'd know is that there is not a whole lot of research that goes into it. Actually, none that you're able to find in regards to what happens to a dragon infected with that disease. But as far as things that typically come out of HMHV or HMHVV2, excuse me, you're looking at not a lot of the normal things you hear about, like vampires and ghouls. Those are more of HMHVV1. But this is the kind of stuff that is like the Gnawers, which aren't very, very popular. I mean, they're more of they're still one of the things that struggle with getting some representation, but they are typically more accepted because their diet consists of bone compared to like flesh or blood. So like a lot of them actually can thrive off of like chop shops or morgues, or they have a lot of them that like to hang around at old graveyards that don't get a lot of visitors because they can just go dig up a body that no one's seen in a minute. Um, so one of the more it can be one of the more tamer individuals.
All right. So I wasn't really able to find anything about what that's going to become, but all I know is that it's probably not going to be a good thing. So do with that as you will.
I guess we call Pike about this. It kind of seems like he should know since it's heading towards Seattle.
Yeah, that seems probably like a good idea.
Just let that thing fly for a little bit. Let's take a break. Let's get as much
Yeah.
distance as possible.
And yeah,
Also not a bad idea.
I take a peek towards like the center or where the hole is, and things seem to be like coming out of that one, or anything going on with that.
So the where the crater is, you guys are a solid about like 5 minutes away walking from it. This is one that you guys sort of were at, like this drill that was in the perimeter of the city, and it doesn't look like it drilled down. It almost just like the what inside of this hole was just like compacted dirt from it, just like completely just like ramming into it until it hit its full piston length. But no, out of that hole that you guys sort of pulled that machine out, nothing's coming out of. But you could absolutely take a gander over in that direction if you want to.
Yeah, like just from the streets, and things seem to be making its way towards us from that direction.
Yeah, as you sort of like take a peek down the street, and seems like a ghost town.
Seem to be safe for now, at least.
Um, even though you don't feel connected to that spirit anymore, that sort of went off on its way towards the dragon, you do hear like a telepathic voice of when you communicate with these spirits, and it lets you know those were indeed the astral auras that it recognized inside of the buildings that seem to be hiding, that was mentioned further down the road.
Okay.
I know you guys were saying you wanted to check out those auras and see what they were about afterwards, and it seems like those things were the auras.
Gotcha. So while I've got the spirit on the line, I'll ask, there were like red things that fell off the dragon. Do you pick up on any auras or anything that fell off? Or
No, but it's infected, and me personally, I would like to see the spirit or this dragon die.
I'll bring that up to the group.
As you do feel you lose full connection with it, which is possible if it went back to the astral, back to its plane.
Alrighty. Spirit said we should kill that thing if possible, but I'm not really too keen on finding a dragon, so I don't. I'll leave that up to you all if that's something you want to try, but I don't think so.
I mean, I'm always down for a fight, but even that kind of sounds dumb to me.
That does not sound like the best use of our time or resources.
Yeah, who's paying for that?
Well, maybe we can get some people in Seattle to, help out, and maybe we can get something out of it as well. But I feel like someone at least should know what's going their way.
I mean, yeah, I'll call Pike.
Yeah.
Because we had brought it up already,
All right, I'll shoot Kyrie a text.
Okay. Pike answers.
Hello, Air Pike. I
Hello.
have, interesting things have happened out here, but I would like to tell you, is this a good time?
Give me 1 second. When you hear the line, it's still connected. You can feel that connection to the matrix, but it goes quiet for a moment before you hear a click. Yeah, it's good now.
All right. So check this out. There's a lot going on out here, and I do not want to cause too much of a hubbub of a place where we are not able to have the full conversation. But pretty much long and short of it, this bomb made a lot of people sick with the HMVV varieties of things. And we found a dragon who is also infected with the HMVV. I think it's HMHVV2 is what I was told. Do I understand what that means? Not at all. Is it something that I believe you should be informed of? Mm-hmm. And the dragon is headed towards Seattle.
Duly noted. Does it have a name?
Not that we... I'm sorry, we were not able to step up and go, Hallo, mein Name ist Cat9 und how are you? And was is your name?
Understood.
So, like, we kind of got jumped by some dudes and some guys. And while we were fighting, he looked very upset and erupted from underground. I did not know that is a place that dragons like to be. So this one, he jumped up and was like, ah, and flew away.
So, do you think it's a layer of theirs, or do you think they were investigating something?
That I do not have a concrete answer for outside of personal speculation.
And what is that?
Personal speculation, he was hiding.
Do you think he was hiding from something?
Yeah.
What in the world would a dragon fear?
That is a very good question, and whatever it is, I am scared of. Again, that there is no concrete evidence outside of personal speculation. So, take that with multiple grains of salt.
All right. Understood.
Anything that we should be aware of on the way back in?
Not that I'm aware of. Not that not that anything that you didn't deal with on the way out.
Just making sure things can happen in a couple of days. So, excellent. We will, I believe we are going to be starting our way back in shortly, and then we can set up a meeting to go over the final details.
So, you believe that this weaponized nuclear attack was for a dragon underground?
There is a lot of moving pieces to it, and things that I do not quite understand, but I know that my colleagues have better concepts of what was happening. So unless you would like more of Cat 9's speculation, then I do not
Hi,
mean to be
Mike.
rude.
It's Jakey. I'll just chime in here since I've been
hello,
listening in the whole time because that's what I do.
100% not creepy.
The Geiger counter isn't giving us the any reading, so we have reason to believe that this whatever went off wasn't nuclear. Does that track with anything that you know of?
No, you guys are the first group that has been sent out there.
We were baffled by, I don't know, if our Geiger counter is broken or.
I hope not for your sake.
Yeah, me too. I'm out here with no suit, but yeah, I just wanted to let you know since I was listening respectfully and not eavesdropping like Cat 9 calls it.
There is also that woman that I had messaged you about. She is very much so in play with all of this.
She's in play with a dragon?
Just in the general area out here, there are different bands of Banshee that we have met. um, differentiating between themselves as the saved and unsaved. Because the saved are now working with supplements that I had messaged you about, with multiple Valkyrie units that are keeping several alive. And by several, I mean probably closer to like 40.
That is terrifying.
Mm-hmm. For everything that has been happening, I can tell you that this has not been my most favorite adventure, but it has been an insightful one.
Well, make sure you guys get your asses back to Seattle. Otherwise, those dock wagon licenses aren't going to be any good for you.
All right, then we are checking, I believe, one more place, and then we are on our way back.
Good luck.
Dankeschön. Auf Wiedersehen. I'll go ahead and disconnect it.
Come.
I always like to think that Cat 9 gets off of phone calls just by literally like cutting something. It's like, and we're done.
Be the same.
Yeah, Auf Wiedersehen. Click. So technically, it should have been Auf Wiederhornen, but whatever.
What did you just call me?
If you have to ask.
Tell me next speak. It's not weird.
Okay. My
I need everyone to roll a visual perception, please.
And if I refuse,
That's fine too.
I refuse.
Okay.
The life of a technomancer is wild. I can be doing stuff in the Matrix and just like, what's going on over there?
Hey, you.
Hey, I don't like that. Sit down. That might be the next technomancer I play. Just paranoid and neurotic. I don't like that. Put that down. Take 3 steps back.
You mean that's not Cat 9?
It's never been Cat 9.
Interesting.
At nine's more of a pick that up, take
Yeah.
3 steps forward type person.
That's fair. Allegedly
Cat
with
9.
0 hits.
That's why you don't roll.
Cat 9 with 3. Zane with 3. Missing No with 2. Alright. Perfect. Thank you.
And I do still have some bites to deal with. I think that's once every hour.
It is once every hour you get to deal with those wonderful nom-noms.
All right.
Yeah.
Not trying to be the
Bite
kid reminding the
singular.
teacher of homework here, but
I have a big thing on my screen that says bite tally, Janky 1, Zayn 1, Cat 9 2. I am
Okay.
very well reminded.
I would drag you in if I thought Bruce would forget, but it's very clear that he's not gonna.
I would agree.
I have a big sticky note that's in like size 32 font that's taking up most of my screen. It says "Don't forget infected rules."
Travis and Ian specifically. Those
Yeah.
bastards.
Exactly.
Look at that, you're like, why did I write that down?
Right. It's like weird.
What does this even mean? This is dumb.
Right. I don't have your
Skip this
characters. It
medic-
actually just says for Ian and Travis. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Where are you guys wanting to head off to? You said that there was one other place you wanted to go, Catnone.
I just wasn't gonna promise that we were gonna be back like as quickly as possible, just in case the rest of the group still had something they wanted to look at.
They were lying.
Ah, a ruse, as it were.
It was a ploy.
I mean, do we think we got this? Do we think we have enough information?
I believe that we do. I think everything that we have come across, we have answers for, or at least have something that points back in another direction that gives us more leads. So the job was not go solve the mystery. The job was what the hell is going on out there.
Fair.
I'd like to see if maybe we can get in contact with some of their runners that like Pike employees. Because I'm pretty sure Konami works with whatever union this group is, and they like I- I don't know if they've got blood stuff in them, but they've got like the swords and they've got the jacket that they were wearing down here, and it's uncanny.
I thought that was kind of awkward and awkward and interesting as well. But I also wanted to chalk that up to like happenstance.
And Dobrik's got ties to As Technology, right? Isn't he like on their board?
I believe so. And so Konami and Mason are the ones that are protecting him? Or something along those lines?
You don't think they're behind it?
Is technology?
Dobrik,
Oh,
Co, that runner group, or whoever they might be working for, or I feel like they should at least know something.
I feel like that is very possible. I am unsure of the exact implications or ties that they have.
I don't know if it's any of our business either. I'm just trying to figure out who's behind all this.
100%. The question is brought up again of who's paying for that?
I mean, these big questions are important. My first concern right now is getting back into Seattle. We had a hard enough time getting out, and we know getting in is going to be harder.
Not wrong.
Should we try to like smuggle ourselves back in, or
I'm trying to think. I can't fly. I mean, can Pike just send out a private? Why not? He did it for you.
That
when
was
you
a
met us up.
different situation. We could try. It might just actually cost us more than I feel like it might be worth.
I mean, I know people. I can get stuff shipped anywhere. So if we want to head not to Seattle, but to some other place that'll be easier to get into, I can ship our illegal stuff, and then we can just roll into town with nothing to hide.
What illegal stuff do we have?
Me. I'm like
You are-
top 5 most wanted, I think, still.
For real?
Yeah. From the whole prison thing last year.
Allegedly.
I
Hello.
totally forgot about all of that. The dramatic things that happen, you almost drowned, you get shunted
Yeah.
to another plane of existence by a very kind spirit. It's strange and wonky, but yeah. I'm not feeling great. I can tell you that right now.
I feel fine.
I can tell you actively that in that whole kerfuffle with the 3-armed things, I got bit a couple of times, and now I feel woozy.
You need a little
Get you to-
pick me up. Will that help you?
I would not say no, but I also do not want to cause you any strain in the process.
No, I've got a spirit inside of me. It's like a magical steroids, if you will. I'm fine.
You are on the junk?
The magical jump. Wait, that didn't sound. Yeah,
You've got magical junk?
yeah it's magical.
Wow.
jump.
Everybody
so the
heard
ladies
it here
tell 'em.
first. And send tweet.
Alright,
Now
thank
all
you.
of Twitter understands that Saiyan has magic junk.
Still on Twitter.
The Twitter was once going to be burnt down by a crazy man, and it was. And from the ashes, Runner Twitter was born.
Oh, I thought that was Phoenix. My bad.
From the ashes, the only people crazy enough to still be there are definitely not criminals. Wink.
Take 3 points of healing of your choice.
Twitter becomes Jackpoint, confirmed.
I don't hate it.
I also don't hate it.
I'm gonna put this out here right now because I know they're listening. Hey, Catalyst,
Get on
help
that.
write your story. What's
Oh,
up?
yeah, that's the
Look-
part.
I'm looking for a job. I'm down to help you write your story.
Yikes.
He's got magic junk.
Fingers. Wait.
Don't worry, guys. I put that as an actual quote on our actual official We Run the Night RP Twitter.
Yes,
Nice.
that's the best way to do that.
Yeah, so you guys do have a couple of bikes you guys can head back and regroup on. I believe you also have allegedly his car as well.
Allegedly, his tiny car that he definitely doesn't live in.
Exactly.
I think I paid rent after that last gig.
Yeah, you did. You did. You made sure to go and pay rent.
See, that's not even alleged anymore. I don't live in my car.
Yeah, rent is for nerds anyway.
Sleeping in a jackrabbit is not great.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of room for sleeping.
Yeah, we don't like that.
So, you guys do have Grid Guide to head back. Is there anything you would like to do out here prior to heading back to Seattle?
Are we stashing our illegal goods and then get later, or are we just trying to go in?
Or, yeah, you guys want to reach out to a contact, try to smuggle you guys back into Seattle?
And how far? We're pretty far from Seattle, right?
You guys are about 3.5 days out from Seattle driving.
So that's a lot more if we walk.
That math checks out, Cat9. Thank you.
Got the motorcycles.
That is quite true.
Um,
That's the dumbest thing I could have said.
you're not wrong.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, you guys have motorcycles that would be able to work for everyone as well. That would arguably work a little bit better than the Jackrabbit, unless it has off-road tires on it for some weird reason. But you guys could absolutely make it in about 3.5 days. You know, barring any other complications.
Or any Triceratops or anything like that.
Right. You know, complications.
Don't think those are complications. I think those are death sentences.
But you guys are a couple hours away from the gas station at the very least, where I believe the Jackrabbit was left. Or did you guys bring the Jackrabbit with you to the edge of that radiation, where you guys believe to be the radiation zone?
I think we left before the jackrabbit got here.
I think you're
So I would have adjusted the instructions to have it come out and meet us.
okay. Perfect. So it's outside of the radiation. You guys did not bring it in further when you wanted to investigate this. Is that correct?
That would
Yeah, that would be reasonable.
Okay. As you guys sort of get out of the exterior of this, what's left of this city, you guys do see missing note. Your bike that you left there is there, as well as the Jackrabbit sitting next to it.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna hop back on that.
Okay. And you guys go ahead and take off. You guys want to, with Grid Guide, you guys could. The car would be fine to be able to travel nonstop with, but the bikes would be difficult. Not falling off while you're sleeping. Do you guys want
Bungee
to
cords.
exactly just bungee yourself to the bike? What could possibly go wrong?
Absolutely.
Do you guys want to go back and rest at the what's left of the gas station, or do you guys want to push through and just start heading off that way and like pull over that whenever you guys need to?
My 2 cents on that. I don't like the concept of sleeping where they've already come to check on us.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
And where we
I think that
actually
point is
killed the
made.
goon.
we should
Yeah.
go back.
Okay. Well, it's at least 2 hours to get back to the gas station. So I need Zayn, Cat9, and Janky to make 2 body plus willpower checks. Your edge has reset as we did start the new session. And then tell me how many successes you guys get after. Well, Zan.
10 hits on the first one.
Okay.
I got 2 hits on my first one,
Okay.
and on the second one, I'm gonna use some edge here to reroll those misses.
Ooh, Janky with the 7 hits because of the pre-edge. I respect it. And 0 on the second.
Yeah, I guess that's how it was rolled. So I didn't mean to, but when you got 7 hits, you got 7 hits.
That's what I'm saying.
I had to turn on my brain and use some logic to get some edge back.
That's where I'm at with it.
I do a puzzle.
I would like to assist with that puzzle.
No
ever played-
edge.
No edge play.
You're edge abusing. Sorry. All right, Zane, you got 16 successes in those 2 rolls.
Yeah. You guys want some?
I would love some of them.
Yeah.
Janky, you got 7,
Yeah.
and Cat9, you have 3. Am I reading that correctly?
It was 5 total.
5. Okay.
So it was 2 for the first one, 3 for the second. So that brings me to 9
Oh,
hits.
you know
total.
what? I'm using my last edge, and I'm gonna re-roll one of my misses from the 0.
From the 0, I respect it.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
I can donate 2 age if you just want to bump a 4 to a 5.
I
Mm.
get a 4.
You did get a 4 on the 0 on that second one.
All right. I'd bump one. I'd take a free hit.
Okay. Zane, go ahead and mark off that point of edge.
2 of bump.
All right, and Cat9, you got 5 total,
Yes.
which brings you a total of 9 because of your last week's rolls as well. Zane, that puts you at a total of 19 successes.
Yep.
I
And
think he's fine.
Janky puts you at a total now of 10 successes. All right. Cat9, what is your body?
My body is 4.
Okay. Cat9, you have a choice to make here.
Oh, God.
1 or 2.
The blue pill or the red pill.
Both of them. I become all-knowing and all-powerful.
HMHVV 3.
HMHVV7, bring it on. I have become a Banshee Pyre. I've ascended twice into sickness.
Before you have to make a choice, you lose a point of essence.
Ooh.
Point of essence.
You lose a full point of essence. You drop down to 5.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I think that's not great.
That's
Cat9, are you
not.
okay?
9? No. This hurts.
Are we? Do you need to pull over?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody, let's pull over. I don't. Team, we gotta sit Cat 9 down. They look like their essence. They saw a ghost or something. I don't know.
I was told
They
at
are
one
a
point.
ghost?
I was told at one point to meow for healing. Meow. Meow.
I don't know if I can heal that.
Meow.
I give you like a bar, a soy bar. I have food. I don't have healing. Sorry.
That's
And
fine.
after a couple of hours, Cat 9, you just sort of double over in immense pain and nausea. For
Cat's lying
the
down.
for the next 11 days, you suffer from extreme pain and nausea. Now, here comes the part where you give a choice. After those 11 days, you will turn into whatever that thing was. You will either succumb to the disease, or you can permanently burn an edge to make sure you do not succumb to the disease.
Why is it always Ian?
They had to. I'm just letting you know. You had to roll 10 successes, and you had
I
9.
rolled 9. God.
And
that's
Travis,
after-
Travis
I still got 5 heads. You
actually
want it?
had 9, and bumped up a 4 to a 5 to make it not 10. Otherwise, they would have to this exact same issue.
We have 11 days. So when I make this choice, are we gonna skip ahead those 11 days?
There's stuff that's going to be
Yeah,
still.
it-
There's still going to be stuff that's going to be going on in this time.
Okay.
Because you still have to worry about getting into Seattle and getting your payment and stuff like this. But in these 11 days, you're going to be at some severe disadvantages with the nausea and the extreme pain that you're sort of doubled over in currently, as your body is currently in the process of changing and morphing into whatever these things were.
I've done it before, and this is better than rejecting all the chrome in your body when you do it. um,
But you can either burn a point of edge and stay
burn a
where
point
you
of-
are and how you are. But you still, either way, you're going through the 11 days, which is going to be an issue, like a struggle for you. But it's now decided whether or not you want to turn into whatever that thing turns dryads into, or continue to be a dryad. But then you would just be a carrier of HMHV2. HMHVV2.
It's a really hard question. Would it be fair to say, let me think on that for a minute, or do you need an answer right now?
No, I do not need an answer right now.
Okay, I would say give me like 5 minutes. Go ahead and do whatever y'all are gonna do.
Take your time. I just was proposing that this is something you have to
Yeah.
now think about whether or not you want to burn a point of your edge for
'Cause,
permanently.
like if I burn a point of edge,
Hmm.
I can't edge reroll anymore.
It's true. Unless you're in combat, because you can go above your edge maximum in combat.
True, but like out of combat, I can't
Correct.
edge reroll because I will have 3 edge instead of. So that's tough. You know what? let's let So we're gonna roll a D2 here. 1, we send it with burning a point. 2, we don't burn.
Okay, that's up to you.
All right, we don't burn.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. Warren, I feel the same way. Believe me.
I mean, you didn't have to do it.
So what did it land on? What are we doing?
I'm not burning a point of edge. We're gonna ride this out and see what happens.
What? What?
You see,
Just let me know when I need to sunny you. if you
so
want me
pretty
to.
much where I am from, and this is said through ridiculous body cramps and spasms. I am firmly believe in the fact that whatever does not kill you makes you stronger, and as of right now, I am not dead, so this will not take me, and I will be stronger for it. Also, Cat 9 needs new shorts.
These new shorts,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Poop themselves.
I mean, we're in the desert. Just yeet it out there somewhere.
But then I have no pants.
Where it's the desert. We're the only ones who are going to judge you.
But what happens when we get to the border crossing and I am just out here?
I have actively decided not to think that far.
Alright, we still got a few days.
Okay. Just... I made a mistake.
Here, you can put on my hazmat suit.
I will do that, actually.
It's a
Does
little...
it fit?
How big are you?
No, if anything, I'll keep my shirt on and I'll just tie the hazmat, or like put like the pants on and then tie it around the waist.
How tall are you? Like, how tall and like
Very.
beefy is Cat 9? You're very tall?
Very. So, Cat 9, when Donnie was still around, Donnie and I had a whole thing about Cat 9's height, because Dryads specifically are supposed to be small. But Cat 9 is 6'5", 6'6".
This is gonna be real awkward for you because I'm like 5'2".
Yeah, so that's why I just like put the bottoms of
Like-
it on the best I can.
And just use the
Like
arms and tie it
socks, yeah.
around it.
Yeah, exactly that.
She's a beanpole, man. Size nothing.
Lucky me, because Cat 9 is body 4, strength 1. There is no such thing as a muscle on Cat 9.
Can I use my Prime subscription to get a knowledge on HMHVV2 so that I might perhaps educate Cat 9 on what they're about to turn into?
Absolutely can. Go ahead and make a memory roll, and you can get a point of edge you can use on it thanks to your subscription.
I will say, the choice has already been made. I don't think
No,
there's
not
any
yet.
going.
Maybe in your head, but not in reality. We can
No.
still change this.
Bruce was just smiling and nodding along, so...
No, I mean, I'm as we're. Yeah, I mean, it's not like you had in character like I need to choose right now to burn edge, but I would hope that we could still find a way to get you through this.
First off, get me somewhere that's not in direct sunlight all the time.
Is 3 hits enough, Bruce?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Do you want to read it from the book?
I do indeed want to read it from the book. And it's roughly about this point, Cat 9, where your head really begins to start ringing.
No one's home.
With your knowledge of infections, thanks to your subscription, you do note that there has been testing on HMHVV on technomancers, where any infection at all causes them to lose all technomancer capabilities. They cease to become a technomancer. It has been tested by many corporations that this was a quote-unquote cure for technomancers, because technomancers were seen as maybe a disease that the Matrix got too close to.
Oh, damn.
The choice is already made.
Well, the choice has been made. I'm not walking back on something like that.
So
It's
it
just
looks like we're going to
unfortunate.
combat school.
I will say, you will still have the time. You still have 11 days to be able to decide whether or not to burn that point of edge. Maybe that's something that your character has conversation with and turmoil and struggles with. And maybe if that's still how you decide you want to go, that is fine. But I at least wanted, thanks to someone doing a memory check on seeing how exactly that affects technomancers in particularly. let you know exactly how that would go. So more or less, when technomancers become infected, they lose all connections to the resonance and all related abilities. Any active skills related to being a technomancer can be treated as knowledge skills instead. You once knew how to do them, but can no longer. No karma is refunded to the pairs of their character that this happens to. Former technomancers find the transition deeply unsettling.
Yeah, no, we're if depending on how we go with this, we're about to meet a very unfortunate Cat 9.
Was that the
Can-
portion
can
you
we
were
also
wanting to
tell
read
them-
about?
Well, no, I was going to tell them what happened to elves.
Oh wait, where's that at?
It's
Harvester.
fine.
Oh,
Street
No, it's
Sam now.
not.
I'll be
It's
Street
deep. It's
Sam.
deeply not fine.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, like big old ripped arm, like yeah.
Missing now, you son of a bitch.
Like, this is out of character.
Let's
We are
get out.
rapidly going towards us having to kill Cat 9.
Oh, baby.
Why
Harvester.
so?
It's okay. That will not happen to me.
Let's see. You get armor 2, dual natured, natural senses, thermographic. You get increased movement on yourself from the movement power. Natural weapons, claws, and bite. Sapience, +1 initiative die, +2 to base movement. Read. You can cast Trid Phantasm. But you do gain -1 logic, -1 charisma, a dietary requirement of metahuman flesh, a moderate sunlight allergy, a moderate silver allergy,
Ew.
and they do gain unnaturally large claws that they use for harvesting people. It's not super
Knife
great.
fingers. Cat 9's getting knife fingers.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's going to be a really awkward clasp, but we'll make it work. Where's the part where I'm going to have to kill him?
Become a serial killer, flesh-eating, knife finger hunting thing.
That sounds like a pro. I don't know what you're talking about.
How's that different from what we are? I mean,
Yeah, I just.
Wait,
a
you
little
guys
more
eat
creative. I do the
metahuman-
exact same thing.
You guys eat
Okay,
metahuman
no.
flesh,
Okay, no,
in the
but
Sniffer Shack?
and you can't
mean,
go out into the sunlight.
I was about to sacrifice whoever I could find some a minute ago. So whatever. This side job now becomes a full-time job. I got you, homie. All right.
You're going to spend your days making sure that when I am able to do anything at night, that I have food
Oh,
on the
no.
table.
I got to turn on my night vision a little bit more than whatever. We're night ops now. I don't care. I don't need to go out the day.
I do not have words for that. That is probably one of the most morbid and incredibly nice things that anybody has ever said to me.
It's probably because you're also doubling over in pain because your DNA is currently rewriting itself and you're losing access to the resonance. But that's also neither here nor there.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's for sure that if I don't burn this, I will become that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. If you do not burn edge, you did not.
Failed that.
Yeah. So that's what the power was. If you got the power to 0, you saved out of it. You did not become this. But now that you did not get the power to 0, you get a choice: either burning edge. Either way, so no matter what, you're stuck with the -1 essence. That happens automatically. So either way, you're a essence 5 technomancer. But let me rephrase. One way you're an essence 5 technomancer. The other way you're a feasting monster that is not a technomancer.
Yeah, well, when you put it like that,
I mean, that's the choice that you have here. It's not like I'm putting it any other way. This is the choice that is on the table before you.
yeah, I'm still gonna need to. I'm gonna need to think about
Yeah,
that.
that's fine. That is fine. You guys go ahead, and it does take a little bit extra time because you guys, instead of like on the way here, you guys were able to sleep, then still make progress day and night through it. but now that you have to sort of stop off onto the side of the road, thanks to trying not to fall off your bike while you're sleeping, um, you guys are able to make it there in about 4 days. Missing no. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me, please. Visual. Cat 9. I need you to roll. I believe it is a composure check.
Oh man, here we go.
Because you have been away from home for just a little too long.
4 hits on composure.
You are successful.
I'm spending. I'm sick of these. I've rolled nothing but trash today. Okay. I'm spending good money.
Spend that. Almost said willpower. Edge.
Wait, how many? One? No, it should be. I should be rerolling 7. What do you mean 1? 7.
Stop it. Get some help. You were bumping 4s to 5s instead of re-rolling. That's why.
Makes a lot more sense. So why did that work? There we go.
There we
6
go.
successes.
6 successes. There is a rather. So when you guys were leaving Seattle, there was a longer line coming into Seattle than there was leaving. It seems like there is no line going out of Seattle, and only 2 cars going into it.
Have we decided we're doing these illegal weapons yet?
But you guys are just rather down the road. You're able just to see from up ahead that you guys have
I'm
a
assuming
shorter
I'm
line.
probably leading the pack, so I'm just gonna stop, like not quickly, but just slow down enough for the team to be like, oh, I guess we're stopping. Just gonna pull off the side. It's gonna be like, so how are we playing this?
Cat 9 is using every ounce of their being at the moment to stay coherent, like conscious enough to be doing the thing. So they are out of this conversation.
I
Would a
just
bribe
lean over
work?
into the window and I'm like, you'll be fine. So,
I mean, I don't have anything illegal, so if we're not getting smuggled in or anything, I'm fine to go.
I think.
All of the locked and loaded weapons are illegal. That most people have.
Wait, Zane, aren't you also illegal? Like,
As a person.
I pull out and Benjamin Button is not.
I think I think the only thing illegal that I have is maybe a couple of this breaking tools, but I think my shotgun is licensed and my I think my pistol is also licensed, is it? Or not pistol? My knife.
Can everyone give me, just real quick, we can go around, a list of your knowledge skills that you currently have? So, Warren, you're changing your subscription at this point wouldn't count.
I just
What?
have drugs in a general aspect and then small units tactics.
Okay.
Seattle gangs, metaplanes, spirit types, and magical traditions.
Okay.
gang knowledge, area Renton, corporate knowledge, Elven wines, street rumors, Metroplex, English, Japanese.
I always forget that Jake knows Japanese. It hasn't come up yet, but it just sort of clicked. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's
When
awesome.
you're involved with the Yakuza, you pick a few things.
You probably.
Yeah. Cat 9 has knowledge of Seattle runner bars,
Mm-hmm.
sprites,
Mhm.
and matrix security, and they speak German and English.
Okay.
I have the UCAS legal system and Seattle judges.
Go ahead and make a memory roll for me with a point of edge for Seattle legal systems.
Ooh.
All right, 3.
You know what? I really want to get this, so I'm gonna reroll my misses.
Okay.
It's like when you're the lawyer, you do one thing.
Oh, and you
3
do
for
that
3.
well. You hit all 6 successes. You're disgusting. With 6, oh, I don't like that. Last roll is 666. That is spooky. With
That
that,
is the second time. That is. After our last shopping trip, my new yen ended at 666.
it's true. I don't. We're scrapping this whole character.
I
It's
don't
gone.
like it.
It's gone forever.
Well, apparently he's gonna be rolling around with a knife-fingered elf serial killer thing, so maybe it fits.
Well, you know, when the fingers match the ears. Um,
That's
Whoa.
messed up.
Yo, we're just going straight into that, huh?
they're just really
No,
pointy. I don't know
that's
what you're talking about. I'm just
You know
just
exactly what you said.
super pointy. That's all.
You know exactly what you said.
But you guys are able to. You do remember that in Cat 9's current state, they're illegal right now because they don't have a sin reflecting that they are infected if they get scanned.
Wait, does that mean that I am too?
No, you're not infected. You saved off the infection.
Just making sure.
Yeah. So you do have that sort of knowledge, allegedly, that they would need either like a fake license for infected, if they even did scans. You did notice that they didn't do any sort of bodily scans on the way out, but you're not sure if they do on the way in.
I start rummaging through the phones we stole
Mm-hmm.
from the dead people, and I would like to try and find out how the hell they were planning on getting into Seattle.
Absolutely. Go ahead and do a just an overall, just a matrix perception for me as you sort of dig through all their files. You turn on all the phones and start digging through what files you have access to.
I mean, I would assume they were just licensed as infected.
Oh, we're about to find out.
But
3 hits.
3 hits. As you look through all of them, they all had licenses stating that they were indeed infected with HMHVV1.
Okay. The license is fully electronic, presumably.
Yep, it's just attached to the SIN.
I have the necessary requirements to actually make it look like that is Ian, so. But I don't know what type of check that would be. Is that just like
To make them to have it be sort of just swapped to make that look like them.
yeah.
And wasn't there a Matrix action, like Masquerade or something, that you did that with
Yes.
for their sin to make it for?
So, yeah, it was Masquerade. Masquerade lets you take on the sin of somebody, and for all intents and purposes, you project their stuff. But the downside is,
That
I
was
mean,
some
if there's if there's two of them in the same place, then that's when you're going to run into an issue, you know?
Yeah. Well, I can roll it.
Yeah, if you do, that is going to be cracking plus logic.
I could roll it.
I could roll it. I can fight.
I mean, here's one option while you guys do your you're looking into. What if we roll up? We have allegedly try to bribe them. We all kind of pitch in, and if that doesn't work, we set all of our stuff to gel rounds, stun, and blunt-edged weapons, and we just knock these guys out and go. While the two hackers try to blur out our faces on the camera.
I actively can't
I
do the
mean-
thing at the moment.
While our one
I
hacker,
really like
sad
where your
boy,
head's at. I do know an ID forger. We
sad elf.
could just get them a license.
True,
Well,
we are
let's
kind
find out
of
what happened
sitting
because I rolled 4 hits.
4
in the
hits.
eyesight.
4 hits, you could get allows a hacker to impersonate a persona on the Matrix. And since persona data is updated in real time, this action is difficult to execute successfully. I need to go ahead and make a roll real quick. And that is versus... Okay. You go ahead, put all their information. You slap a picture that's currently on their actual SIN, and just sort of copy paste it over to this new SIN that has the license for the infected. Looks like it would check out.
Okay. Let's.
And you would know that it would probably last for about 2-ish minutes after being scanned. Because it's not like a permanent thing, it just lasts over before it gets fully updated
Okay.
correctly.
So I just added a step to your plan, GJ. Right. So we'll try to scan this in, then we'll try to bribe, and then we'll go sun. Say sun,
As-
not sunny. The gel
As you're explaining that, I'm just loading in gel rounds. Gotcha.
All right.
Yeah,
that
I'll,
point-
I'll swap. Wow, I think I bought gel rounds, so I'll just matrix zap people.
That's also true. All right. Anything else you guys would like to do to prep anything before going up to this?
Who's got
Checkpoint.
flare compensation in their gog or eyeballs?
Nope.
If things go wrong, and you see me pull something out, just close your eyes for just a second.
I've
What
got
do you
flare
think
count.
is bad? You can keep them open.
Since I'm currently, writhing in pain,
Mm-hmm.
my assassin sprite is gone, but I still have 3 services left, 3 tasks left for my machine sprite. I think I'll just give those to who would benefit from a machine sprite. Anybody need help operating anything? Anybody need help do anything chrome wise or anything like that? Because I have somebody I could just give you some help for 3 times.
You know what? Having a sprite ready in case we have to floor it and get out of here might be helpful.
So then here's what I'll do, since Cat 9 is very much so not in the headspace to be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, alright, so talking to this machine sprite, just if allegedly asks you to do it, do it. So I'm pretty much giving you control of those 3 tasks. So you can tell this machine sprite, I need you to do this. And you have 3 tasks.
Nice.
If
Is
that's
there? It could be absolutely. Jackie, do you think there's anything we could do with a med kit to maybe get Cat 9 feeling a little better for 10 minutes even?
Yeah, we got this. You just see me pull out a kamikaze. I can get him up and right.
I didn't think about that.
Vomit.
But also, like, maybe a narcojack? Like, maybe we just take them out for a minute?
Kamikaze's all I got.
I don't forget that once we get inside Seattle, we can call Doc Wagon.
Yeah. So I jet him up, get him cranked. Then we go.
And however
And,
we get through this border, we're calling Doc Wagon, and hopefully they'll come save us from the police as well.
I'm gonna say it out loud just to feel how it sounds, feel it out. We're gonna inject our technomancer, who's currently turning into a knife-fingered elf monster,
Not
with
yet.
combat stim
Yes.
to help sneak across a border where we need everything to just be normal.
We're not sneaking. Well, I need you to bribe, and if that doesn't work, we're going Sunny. Like PG-13 Sunny.
No, we can't go Sunny.
We're
We can't
going
go Sunny on
PG-13
border
Sunny.
guards.
I got jail rounds, so I'm just knocking them out. They just go night-night.
How
wake up.
are you not incarcerated?
Hey, you're the wanted ones, not me. Just saying.
What?
It's just
They're
like-
wanted. I'm not.
Oh, okay. Allegedly.
We were in the car.
Yeah, I like pointed that way. Sorry, my brain had the scene playing in the head, but it wasn't over them.
But you raise a valid point.
I've never even been to
Alright.
prison. I don't even know what it looks like.
It's
Well-
not fun.
Cat 9, you go last. Do you want drugs, or do you want to try not to puke?
Vomit.
Getting drugged.
Surely this med kit, there's something we can do to keep them from like barfing on the cop.
The med kit, while they're attached to it, would probably give them enough, sort of like sedation to it, and like in the process of healing, where it would keep them comfortable while actively using. Like the med kit would be active, and it'd be shown on the matrix as being active if everyone was doing a matrix search. But it would keep them from like screaming and being doubled over in pain like they currently are now.
Yeah, hook it up.
I like that everybody's just like, how you doing, Cat 9? And I'm like,
Want some
About
coke?
the same as yesterday. Good.
you look
Oh,
a
if
little
you
better there,
think-
Cat 9.
If you think I haven't been asking you every hour for the last 3 days, so you feel like eating flesh yet?
Only yours for asking me that question so many times. I swear to God. If I get through
I'm not
this,
trying to be insensitive, but I don't want to get murdered.
if I get through this, and you're still alive, I'm coming for that ass allegedly.
Is that like you might come after that ass, or were you telling them to their name?
A little bit of both. Depends on what I remember on the other side.
All right, gotcha. So we hook him up. The hook hook him up. You is he good? You good?
Better than I have been, but not good at all.
What's
Aw.
drugs?
What kind of drugs? I vaguely heard you saying that you have drugs, but
Kamikaze. It's gonna get so like, if you're normal, it's gonna pump you up to where you think you can fight God. If you feel like literal dog shit, it should just make you feel a little bit of normal.
hit me with the drugs.
I just like flick it at you. It's an inhaler.
So, and now it's an instant effect, right?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
We're like, Like this is like
Sure
I'm assuming this
is.
is us like about to walk in, right? We're not like way the fuck back there, are we? I wouldn't have.
No,
I would've thought-
you guys are going to be the next car up.
Okay, cool.
I need you to roll a d6 for me though, and tell me how long that lasts for.
Okay, let's see.
Who rolled a 0?
Sick.
Hour.
They are going to be all the kamikaze for the next hour.
That's good. That's probably for the best.
No, this is probably one of our more solid plans.
It's not one of your more like at least thought out and plans.
Yeah.
It's not. It's up there with Invisi, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. By the way,
No,
the
Invisi was so
moment
creative.
we have 2 minutes after their sin is scanned before everybody at that guard shack realizes that it was fake. So don't forget to haul ass.
Haul ass und true grass.
All right, you guys' car is the next one up. I need everyone, if you would, to put your rating sin in the chat. Cat9, you're not using your cool sin that you just got
Alright.
upgraded because that's not the one that has the license on it. You're using a rating 3 sin that was provided to you by Janky via the person that was able to get in.
Is there a button for this?
I copy pasted.
Zane has a 3, Cat9 has a 3, allegedly has a 4,
social. Tab.
Janky has a 6.
I have a 6.
Ooh. As they go around the car, allegedly, they scan your sin, and it beeps for a moment, and it flicks like almost like it's not working properly. Before they scan it the second time, and it works just fine. Fragging machine, and they go around and scan everyone else's sin without any sort of issue, and you guys all pass the sin check.
Right, fracking machines. Things box. Holy crap! Oh my god! I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that there's tech that has issues. This is wild.
Yeah, we should get on the road though, so we don't miss your cousin's wedding.
Right, the wedding that we are headed there for. It's very important that we get to the
Wedding
wedding.
of the cousin that's happening. That's very real. That's happening.
100%. Yes, it is very important that we get
Zane's
there. I'm
already
giving a
driven
toast.
off.
Yeah.
Wait, I
I would
need
assume
to check everyone's vehicle first for contraband.
the contraband, the things that are not allowed. That's what contraband is meaning.
And I need you to step over to the side, please. Looking over you, Cat9.
Oh fuck.
So, sure, stepping over to the side. I'm gonna get over to the side and be like obnoxiously stretching.
Okay.
Like,
Start rolling some shit.
Why?
because I'm coked out.
You had a med kit in your back pocket too.
I've got a med kit in my back pocket and I'm kamikaze up. I am. Woo.
I'm just
I'm
looking at the
not
corner
there.
like,
I'm like,
act cool, man.
it tastes like air out here.
You're not wrong. Now chill.
Everybody, I'm suddenly very aware of my teeth.
If I see like an officer kind of like eyeing him down, I'm gonna be like, he gets real nervous around authority.
No, they sort of move them over and just start. It's doing the inspection. They don't really pay them any other mind.
How much cash do we have?
I have 3,100 that I'm willing to get us out from me going Sunny PG-13 on these guys.
I have 20 that I am willing to contribute to the group fund because I have plans for the rest of the money.
Like, is there
20.
3 more zeros after that 20, or just
Okay.
20?
I can contribute 100 to the cause because I have plans.
Oh,
I'm hitting so. I feel so lucky right now. Oh my god, we are hitting so many casinos after this wedding that we are all going to.
all right.
Officer.
I have 55,000.
Do you really?
Yes.
So, oh my god. So, okay, Yankee, hear me out. I have plenty
What do you
of
got?
business
Well,
ideas.
you make bad financial decisions. What is this team doing?
Jakey's like, I pay
I've-
rent, and
I've
that's
given
it.
I've given you a mansion to live in for like a year.
What have you been
I've been
doing?
here for like 2 days.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I live in the dirt like the snake I am.
I also just
Still
imagine Cat
intellectually-
9 just saying that in the background.
Everybody has a house but Cat 9. Cat
Look,
9 lives
I'm
in the
not.
bushes.
I'm not saying start at 55,000, but I am saying that I have that amount.
Cat
Yeah,
9
I'm
was
also-
just
I got
leaving
you.
home.
I'm gonna lean in and be like, do we need to bribe? Are we good?
Cat
Yeah, no, I got
9
this. I got
bribes them
this.
with the venom that is currently
I'm
inside
gonna
my
just.
I grab
Go.
a little rock, just a teasel pebble. Like,
I'm gonna go
Whatever you
start
do.
playing. I'm gonna teach Cat 9 how to play a new like rock paper scissors lizard spot game.
body. Anything
All
you
right,
do to me will be sent back sevenfold.
Okay.
Cat 9's a lizard king.
You're going to jail, Lizard King. So come over here with me.
Good.
Oh, God.
Listen.
Oh, my
Listen,
God.
Cat, I need you to understand something.
I'd wear that shirt. Just
You, you,
I am the Lizard King.
look at all these fuckers around us right now. Look at them.
Wear
Look
it.
at them.
Nobody would get it.
We see these fuckers. Missing no will kill all of them to save your life.
I lean in.
All of them.
Stunned. Oh.
All of them. So take your Coke brain. It's all over the place. It's got shit over here. It's got shit over here. I need you to get that shit together. Okay?
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I will do my best. And they're now like
Or you're gonna
actively
be a
crying.
murderer. There it is. That's
Oh,
what I'm sorry.
very
I
sorry.
know. I
I'm very
know.
sorry.
I know.
I'm not trying to be a problem.
I know it's the long ride we've been on. It's okay, everybody. Now I'm like loud, like patting them on the back. It's all right. It's a long ride.
All right. While this is
Uh,
going on.
So yeah, while the officers searching around, I will say, "Hey, I'm a friend of Judge Jones. You know, the one that works out here. You know, if we could speed this up a little bit, I would be very grateful."
Go ahead and roll influence.
Does Judge Jones know Cat 9's a lizard king?
He will know.
No. Judge Jones does know that.
I would also allow a con roll if you would prefer either one.
Like we need a
No,
Wizard King roll.
influence is fine.
Okay.
And I do have a point of edge if I need it.
Should wait? Should Missing No kind of like lean in and pretend to act flirty in whatever way he knows how?
You've been online. You know how it's supposed to work.
Missing Guy goes up to one of the guards. I'm a woman.
It's close. It's probably close.
Hello. I'm pretty.
Literally, it's like I've been told that I am quite attractive. I think.
Some would think that time with me is time well spent.
With your 3 successes, which is one net, he sort of looks over and he distances himself from the other guards that are around. Look, what's in it? What's in here that you don't want us to know?
I just vaguely gesture at Cat 9, who's talking about the Lizard King. He's it's my wife's idiot kid brother. It's just I can't. I just can't with them.
Are there weapons inside?
Nothing illegal. I pull out my I gesture right to my very licensed pistol.
I know of.
What's
Pull
a
out an
big eye, huh?
arsenal. um, he looks around. Look, for 2,000, I can say that we scanned this thing and you guys can go through. But that's the best I can do. Otherwise, you're going to be here for probably about 30, 45 minutes while we thoroughly check this vehicle inside and out.
I'm just standing behind the officer.
$2,000. I drove
Already
into a
marked it off,
jackrabbit.
Yeah.
That seems like not my problem, honestly. I can check every inch of that jackrabbit if you'd like. Or you can get rid of that jackrabbit, and they point over towards Cat 9.
Don't tempt me with a good time. Yeah, no, all right. It's all part of the act, Cat 9.
I thought we were friends.
You were a lizard king who couldn't kill me.
You're gonna eat him.
Oh, and I'm just gonna take Cat 9 in another hug and pretend they're still crying as they go. Oh, it's okay. We're almost there. Your
I just
sister's
gotta
getting
leave.
married. It's gonna be very fun.
As
yeah.
I'm just leaning over to allegedly just kind of slipping a cred stick in his pocket. Just kind of walk.
I'll hand the cop a cred stick.
Okay.
It's like, oh,
He goes ahead and looks at it, pockets it, looks around the rest of the guards. Hey, they're clean. Go ahead and send them on their way. Everyone is able to get onto their motorcycles or their inside of the jackrabbit and head through. As you guys make it through the checkpoint, all of your bracelets light up bright green.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I'm just gonna like look at Janky, be like, hit the button, hit the button. That's,
Are you hitting on yours or on Cat 9's?
Oh,
doesn't
Cat 9.
hitting the button send them in screaming, like combat style?
It
Yeah,
it requests for them to be sent there.
If
Yeah.
need
Cat 9,
be.
push the button.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Button has been pushed, and I'm just gonna. I want to get just far enough away from the border crossing that like we're out of their way, and I'll pull over and just kind of sit down on the ground and just wait.
Yeah, you actually pull over into this parking lot. And Zane, you've seen this, and so has Janky. You guys have seen this parking lot before. It's 2 warehouses where you guys rescued an AI from a hard drive. You guys, which was right outside the border, but you guys pull into this same parking lot. Whether Cat 9 obviously doesn't know it, but it's weird how it all sort of ties in as they sort of just plop and sit down and wait as their wristband sort of flashes red.
I've been thinking.
What are you thinking about?
I've been thinking.
God damn.
What would I be if what would I be if I'm no longer able to be attached to the resins? While I've been rising in pain, I have been doing lots of thought about if I am disconnected, then who is Cat 9?
Well, I mean, it sounds like, and I mean this in the best way possible, you're the Lizard King.
I do not know if I want to be the Lizard King.
And I recommend doing whatever these doctors tell you to do, because you're infected with some shit.
I don't think I have ever said these words out loud and meant them. I am scared.
Yeah.
I have
It's
been
okay.
doing one thing my entire life. And I am in a position where that one thing could suddenly not be the thing I do anymore.
Yeah. I can't imagine what you're going through, but I
you,
know of a lot of good places that you could go if your fingernails grow.
Okay. That is at least helpful.
And I'm gonna pull out the old deck and hand it to you, and I'm gonna go, there's more than one way.
That is very true. Gonna grab the deck and hold onto it, like roll close. Just I'm more so not so much of a fan of what happens if I do go the way of becoming the problem, and I cannot stop myself from hurting somebody that I do not wish to hurt.
Oh, if Missing No wasn't with us, I would have shot you a long time ago. I trust their reflexes.
That is both comforting and terrifying. But I kind of do appreciate that.
It was very comforting to me to hear that, if I heard it.
As you guys are
I would
having
assume this
this
conversation's like to the group. Like I'm just kind of just talking to talk. You know what I mean?
as you guys are having this conversation, you can hear in the distance sirens that are growing louder and louder.
For a second, I was like, "Oh God, what next?"
Yeah, how long have we been gone from the station, by the way, for the little checkpoint?
Checkpoint. You guys are just down the road from it.
Has it been 2 minutes?
It's
Dock wagon sirens.
you're able to tell based off like the patterns of it. You've heard Dock Wagon enough. You could definitely tell it's Dock Wagon that's on their way here. But yes, it's been 2 minutes.
Okay. I'm just gonna like keep peering back at the checkpoint and being hoping they don't come
Yeah.
over here.
I'm just gonna walk up to Cat 9, just gonna give like a fist bump, and then just like after that, I'm gonna kind of back away. I'm not gonna be anywhere near them.
It's a very good call.
Alright,
Yeah,
everybody.
I've been
I'm gonna
hugging
cross
an
the street.
I've been hugging an infected for like 5 minutes while we were going through that checkpoint.
100%. I would do my best to make sure that you are safe and not bothered.
Yeah. Before we figure out who the new you is going to be, let's make sure that you will still be.
I would think that one way or another, I should still be Cat 9. But I think if I come back and I'm not connected to the resonance anymore, I will not be Cat 9, if that makes sense.
Sure, it could be Greg. Gavin, I've even heard people be called that.
We will adjust the name accordingly. But I appreciate all of you, each of you. Thank you so much for the time that we have spent together. If I do not come back, it has been great fun. Allegedly, when we met, you had offered your name as Exarch.
Oh yeah.
I was being a turd at the moment. If that is what you wish to be called, that is what you should be called.
No, I like allegedly.
It is fitting, but at the same time, I do not want to steal your lightning storms.
No, if anything, I'd go back to Daniel the Shadowrunner.
That one was a truly inspired piece of work.
Roughly at this time, you guys hear the sound of tires coming to a screeching halt and the doors fly open on the side
Skirt.
as you begin to hear multiple footfalls. As you can see,
I'm back up.
four.
To not get shot.
Exactly. You see four members of Dock Wagon come out, guns aimed up, and each traced on everyone except for Cat 9.
I'm gonna stand up, and as they're getting out, I'm just gonna go. It was me. Hello, these are my friends. There is no danger. And I'm gonna give them the whole rundown of like what's currently wrong with me.
They
I'm hopped up on Kamikaze, and I believe that I am infected with HMHVV2.
before you can even finish 2, you can see them all sort of like getting up and like going up to the people who haven't mentioned they've stepped away yet, and they like physically just sort of take their gun, push it like sideways, and push you back with it, like physically move you away from Cat 9, and they inject Cat 9 with narco, dropping them instantly, taking them and going into the car.
Lizard King.
As you all see in a very rushed and very efficient, as Dock Wagon sort of closes their doors and begin to drive off.
So
I need a nap.
the group text gets a really poorly drawn snake with a crown picture that looks like MS Paint.
So we're splitting their cut, right?
They just cost me $2,000, so with 2,000 new yen. So
You get their cut. Yeah.
which, by the way, I marked that all off of my character sheet, so no one else should. It's already gone.
Oh no, you should absolutely get repaid that before we split the rest of the cash.
Maybe it's an expense that our boss covers. I don't know.
Yeah, if not,
All right, so you guys are heading back to the Union. Is that correct?
Does this
Or is there
union have like a bunkhouse?
Yeah, no, yeah, they absolutely do have a bunk area for you guys to rest up in.
Unfortunately, I think that's my home now.
That's fair. That's a lot of runners' home.
Hey, same.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So wait, Zane, are you a top bunk or a bottom bunk?
I'm the top.
That's not
Oh, yeah.
what you were asking.
I'm a bottom. we make perfect bunk buddies.
Wow.
So
I thought we were just coming straight out swinging like that. Yeah, that's my home too. Yep. Hey, so by the way,
Alright, so they're the Lizard King. Who's the top?
I'll have you know, I do have night terrors sometimes, like infrequently.
No, that's fine. I feel like most of the bunkhouse probably does.
Probably.
The rest of you guys make your way towards the underground facility, and you guys have a meeting with Pike. It's probably the quietest it's been since you guys have been part of this union. But you see Pike sort of doing his own paperwork, it looks like.
I don't talk to Pike.
Yeah. So we don't have anything for him. No. Donovan?
So
Wait.
job's
Yeah.
done.
He looks over. Yeah. And he takes like 3 or 4 different like data pads and like grabs them all together and walks into the conference room that you guys have used multiple times. Right before they shut the door, as the 4 of you walk in, is Cat 9 not going to be joining us?
Oh yeah, not at the moment. He'll catch us next time.
All right, I will let them know, and I will hold their portion of the cut here and waiting for them safely.
But they will definitely appreciate that.
Yep.
And before I get mugged for my cut when I get back.
Get out of here, ghoulie.
So what did you all find? I know I got some information. There was a dragon that flew out of the ground. It was scared of something. Cat 9 believed that it was hiding. But and there's something about it not being radiation, no nuclear sort of side effects. But there was infected everywhere.
Yeah, I think we'll probably break it down as far as we know it. Right, we're not holding anything back.
I'm just gonna sit in the back eating my chips or something.
Chips.
I'm not
yeah,
there, but the thought of holding things from Donovan seems silly to me.
I agree, and we would have discussed it on the way back. So
Right, for sure.
you would have been involved in that conversation to the extent that you weren't throwing up.
Vomit.
Well, Lizard
Probably
King.
wherever you are.
Yeah, so there were a lot of banshees. We met a group. We talked about it. They seemed to indicate that a weapon went off that turned everybody into banshees. There was no evidence of any sort of radiation or anything like that. You heard about the dragon and the infected, the big hole in the ground. You heard about the corporate woman. What was her name? Flores.
Yes, Catherine, I'm
and-
aware.
Yeah, and then all the Valkyrie units. So I mean, there's something real weird going on out there, but it doesn't look like it was a bomb.
No, to add to that, blood mages or something of the like. Very just identical to Konami. You're familiar with
I was.
was.
Yeah, that whole team went silent about 4 days ago.
Were they on a mission?
They were.
Can you disclose where?
Hong Kong, last we were supposed to know.
Well, with as technology possibly being related to this one.
Do we think?
Flores, she was like the vice president of human resources, something like that, public outreach.
She was, but that's been some time.
And everyone knows about the rumored, connection between blood mages and as technology. So it's just two coincidences there.
Honestly, I wasn't surprised they didn't put a bullet in her before she left. But I'm assuming if they didn't, they have something even more terrifying for Miss Catherine.
I think that's
Seemed like a nice enough lady to me.
It's all about perspective. Everyone is nice enough if you get on the right side.
Well,
Talk about at Ground Zero there was like a giant crater city underneath the city. It seemed like, and I had a vision about a forest erupting from that crater with a bunch of critters or possibly infected coming out of there. This was years away, so I don't know if the dragon came from that, is part of it, or what. But there's more down there.
That is good to know, and it's interesting because forests take years, centuries to rebuild. So if you see it in fewer, that sort of lines up with some information that we have seen where there's whispers in the shadows about a terraformer being tested on that area from Ares, trying to revitalize and rehome the people that were lost.
That sounds about right.
But Ares has a good track record of fragging things up, so let's see if they can do something right. Chicago, Detroit, let's hope that the NAN isn't another one of them. Well, here you go, and he slides over each of you a cred stick with 10,000 Nuyen on it. 8,000 for the research job, as well as the 2,000 bonus for completing both missions.
Thanks.
Of course. If you guys are welcome to stay around, but you guys will see significantly less people around here. There's been some rumors of other things that go bump in the dark that seems like our union needs to open up a new office. So I sent some teams over in advance to start looking for places for us to construct.
Seattle getting nuked.
No, if that was the case, we would stay here. But trouble is stirring over in Hong Kong. Off of, it's still new. It's one of these data tables, but off one of the islands, they found a bunch of eggs. And where there's eggs, there's bugs, and where there's bugs, there's trouble.
Yeah. And where there's trouble, there's you.
I'm glad you know the path well. But hopefully you also know that I'm trying to stop it, or at least slow it down. And hopefully you see that I'm not the one causing it.
Yep.
That's fair.
So does that mean you've got another job?
Right now, I probably do, to be fair. I'm in the process of transferring a bunch of people over to really all over the world. Hong Kong, Denver, Boston, France, the Sox. So a little bit of everywhere.
No, I'm not willing to go anywhere yet until we know Konami's. Konami, what?
I don't know
We gotta
where
check out
Konami
Konami,
went. I don't know where Konami went,
They,
but if
they
you
went
gotta
dark
check
4
them.
days ago, really.
Things-
Yeah,
Things
you know
get
what? They're
real
probably
and we
fine.
start
Let's
making
just go.
Enter Konami, cool sword, badass jacket. I'm fine, kid. Don't worry about me.
It just
You
leaves.
know what? I feel better.
Yeah.
Stay in school.
Thanks.
Smokes a cigarette and flicks it at you.
God, that dude is the coolest.
That guy's so cool. Drinks a fifth and then vomits everywhere because they're vampires. Can't do it.
Jesus. As
There's
You
so
know
much
what I mean.
puke this episode.
yeah.
There's a lot. It's a lot.
But if you give me a few days, I could probably pull something together if you guys are interested in looking for work, or if you guys want to, not being a nuclear wasteland, that's also acceptable, I suppose. But yeah, give me a few days. I'll pull something up for you guys, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down. It works for me.
All right. Well, I got work to do. Feel free to stay up in the barracks if you guys need medical care. Feel free to hit the med unit. Most of the staff is gone for the medical unit, so it's mostly going to be the machine running itself unless you have the skills for it. So just a heads up. All right.
Sounds
Appreciate it.
ominous, actually. Yeah, thanks.
He goes ahead and grabs the data tablets and begins to head over down the hall and into his office.
I'm gonna go check on Cat 9.
Can we? Didn't they take them someplace secure and dock wagony?
Yeah, I don't know where Dak.
I'm assuming there's got to be a waiting room somewhere, right?
Send Cat 9 a text message. Hey, Lizard King, how you doing?
You get the same shitty MS Paint picture of a snake with a crown. But this time the snake has an arm that's a thumbs up.
At this point, it's just Trogdor.
You're not wrong. But
But with
not
that
gonna
being
say
said, you guys have completed the run. You guys got paid. And for everyone out in Chatland, Edge was burned.
we did it. I burned the edge.
Ouchies.
Cat 9 is not going to be infected. And we'll see where they end up after they have recovered in 6 days' time. But we will see you guys next week for our second to last episode for this season, y'all. And then we have the finale in Indianapolis at Gen Con. So if you haven't already, guys, and you guys are going to Gen Con, make sure click on that link and go and check out our event. We have our own little space this time. We're not going to be in a loud, crowded room. So you guys will actually be able to sit down and enjoy us. We will have audio equipment, all that fun stuff. And it's going to be a good time as we sort of bring the end of this season sort of the same we brought it in. Live show, all of us sitting around a table and acting like a bunch of idiots, and it's going to be wonderful. So make sure you guys are going to be there for that. And then, Matt, if you want to hit him with the creator roundup.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have some creators that are not J-Brews that are playing this game with us. One of them being twitch.tv/IanFlux. You can catch them at twitch.tv/IanFlux to play games. We also have twitch.tv/JRobin7X. Causing havoc on Siege earlier, so go ahead and check them out. And last but not least, twitch.tv/Lizard. Wait, no, hold on. Twitch.tv/Stonefeld Analyzes for all your in-depth analysis for all games legends.
Who is the Twitch Lizard King?
I kind of want to know who is.
Question, actually.
I'm gonna look that up. Right now.
But if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys check us out over on Tuesday as well. We are going to be using. We're actually going to be over at twitch.tv/GenConsTV. So we are over there as well, playing some Vampire the Masquerade. But and we also have all of our episodes uploaded to YouTube every Wednesday, as well as podcast form. So make sure if you guys want to see what happened, season 2, 3, 4, and everything going up to season 5, make sure to check that out. It's going to be a very good time, so don't go anywhere. We're going to raid out, and we will see you guys again next week with another episode of We Run the Night. Thank you guys, and have a wonderful evening.
Dude, if the Lizard King was streaming right now, you'd have to raid them.